Hello everyone and welcome back to another bouldering video. So today we are headed to volume 1 again to tackle some projects of mine. So I'm going to take you along, show you the climbs and talk you through my process when figuring out how to climb them. I'm still kind of figuring out how best to film at volume 1 without a tripod and when it's busy and there's other people and I'm a little self-conscious. But I do hope you enjoy these projects nonetheless. There's some really funky moves in them that I'm really excited to share with you, so let's get into it. So I think I'm going to start off with this green square problem on the overhang part of the island. So square grades at volume 1 get B4 to 5, so that's 6B to 6C, I believe. It starts with this jump into 2 rounded holds, and I'm not sure that such a flailing jump is completely necessary, but it feels a fun way to start. And then I scramble to get my feet up so that I can cover the distance into this big green globe style hold up here. So this is my green project. The first move's like quite a really nice dynamic move out of these bubbles, which when you catch you feel really good. But then the next move is quite powerful, up to this ball. I'm struggling with that middle section at the moment, but having fun doing the first move over and over again. It's actually, once you get over the top of that big ball, it's actually really nice. But if you get just short, you slide down there. I can't breathe. On this attempt I pulled on straight from the 2 round holds, skipping out the first move just to try that middle move on its own, and stuck it. So after seeing what the top moves were like, I felt confident at that point that I just needed to work on that big move in the middle and I would be able to top the problem. So one lucky go, I managed to keep my cool post-dyno and latch the globe and see the rest of the problem off. So this next problem is one of my current favourites at volume 1. It's this vertical red problem through some oval sloping holds with a kind of committing last move, which I had a fair bit of success early on with. Then the problem became really a matter of me judging the distance to that last hold and then actually being able to stay connected to it after having covered the distance and not letting go. So when I first read the problem, I actually read it as being a match on this hold that you can see me holding onto here to pop for the top. But once on the climb, and now looking back at the footage with hindsight, it's more clear to me that staying straight onto the wall and building that high rep foot was the answer for me. You can see here a bit better the first move is you get really swung off to the right, which you counter by bringing your left leg behind you as a brace, which felt like quite the quirk. I really enjoyed this move. With some good brushing and some tiny beta adjustments, I was able to finally hold the last hold, which was a lot less positive than I was hoping for, but just good enough in the end. Now I'm taking you back a couple of weeks and to the slab. So I never normally enjoy slab as much as I enjoyed this slab. Here you can see me working my way through this groove using these spiked triangle arrow type holds and ending up stood onto quite slippery feet and pulling up on that hold at my waist. So now putting trust in that right foot and weighting it just the right amount, and then the fun starts. So to get my body square onto the wall, I really wanted to swap the right foot to the left foot. I thought that that would ensure that I was set up more nicely for the next move, which was a really wide right foot onto this. Then more trust on that right foot and inching slowly to the next hold, which is a quite nice sideways hold from which to go to the top. And I was expecting my foot to slip off that right hold there the whole time, but it didn't, and I lived to tell the tale. So this last climb was probably my biggest battle of the set. I guess I could break it down into probably 3 crux points, the first being actually pulling off the floor. To make sure I could pull my weight right off these like tiny footholds here, I started cross-handed on the start hold and opted to go to an intermediate volume before heading up in what felt like a really powerful movement for me to the higher sloped hold. The hold above was really nice despite pulling me out left, but I couldn't quite get enough push with my left foot on the starting V hold to pull right, if that makes sense, despite using the top of the volume here. And you can see here that I would wind right up for the move, reach to the end of my lock off on this arm and then sag back around the arete. So the trick became getting up to the same point, making sure that I was as balanced as I could be on that lock off, and then using a final push away with those fingers on my left hand to close that gap. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. We've been having a blast over the last few weeks getting our teeth into the Volume 1 League and the new sets, and it's been really great to have such a lovely facility to climb in. So if you're in the area, I definitely recommend paying a visit to Volume 1 and you might just find me falling off some slabs. If you like this video, please do comment and like the video if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again soon for another video. I hope you have a great week and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!